Don't suppose you need B-roll of me like attacking Connor? Just
yeah, no, we can have like we can just edit it in the middle. It's just dramatic like camera, black and white.
What is your favourite balloon?
Hello. We haven't got an intro. No, this is KERB-Productions. We are interviewing the amazing Doc City. Just introduce yourselves. So what of name, pronouns?
my name is James.
James. What instrument do you play, James?
Oh, mostly the computer. Sometimes on stage the guitar.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
You sing.
Oh, and I sing.
Yeah, he's the lead vocalist. I don't know why you didn't start. But yeah, I'm Connor. I'm the lead guitarist and backing vocalist.
And I'm Will, the drummer.
And our bass player couldn't make it here today, so
Yeah.
he's off being a father.
Okay, so how did you guys meet? Like, how does that happen?
So me and Connor have known each other since like 2019.
We used to do like busking.
Yeah, we used to bus together. We had like a little duo thing going on. We didn't speak for a while, and then, well, you know the rest of the story of the band.
But yeah, to be fair, it started. It's went through some different phases, but this version of the band, I think, has just collectively came together since obviously York joined. So what's that? That's been how long now? A year, 2 years?
2 years probably.
2 years.
Yeah.
That's been the reform version of Doc City, the version that we are now. You know what I mean?
Well, I ended up joining the band because I actually, even though me and Connor knew each other, I met Jay, our bassist. He was running a bar in town and I was gigging just like on the live scene playing acoustic covers, and I started playing in his bar, and then he was telling me about this band he was in, and then he showed me a picture of the band and I was like, I know him. Yeah,
that's pretty much it.
Well, yeah, no, Jay, I actually knew Jay from high school.
Yeah.
He was in the year above me, and when I joined, he was like, Will? I was like, Jay? From high school? Yeah.
There's a lot of weird coincidences.
Yeah, well, that's the best thing that could happen along with.
Yeah.
Well, like, yeah, how
So basically, it's all Jay?
So I worked with Jay, our bass player, in Bougie. And then he said we needed a bass player, and then suddenly he's like, oh yeah, I play bass, and then came in with Perfect.
Yeah, not just plays bass,
well,
the perfect bass.
And then the same thing happened with Will, in essence, you know what I mean? Like we had an old drummer and called Mikey, and that a lovely lad, but obviously he was starting different things, and you know what I mean, you know how it goes. And then literally the day that kind of happened, I was like, oh, we kind of need a drummer, and a friend of mine just popped up like, do you guys happen to need a drummer? And I was like, yeah, why are you in my thoughts? You know what I mean? And then it turned out to be
So the guy who brought you all together couldn't make it today.
Basically.
Couldn't make it, but yeah, it's
fine because we'll kind of hate him anyway. So.
Make sure he never watches this.
So would you say that's like the story and how he's all got together?
Yeah.
So when you started as a band, how did you get to here? What did you do?
So our old lead vocalist.
Yeah.
So when I rejoined, it was this current formation, but we had a lead vocalist, Jack, and Jack was a really, really talented guy. Absolutely,
He was a great singer.
Unbelievable voice.
But yeah, it's like I said before, the same thing with obviously our previous drummer and stuff like that. Bands go through cycles where you know what I mean, but you get to see a lot of it. You like with bigger bands, you get to see a lot of it. Obviously, all in the press and stuff like that. We are lucky enough, no matter what we do going forwards, it's all happened behind closed doors.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jack was a part of that. Essentially, he was in the previous.
Yeah, we've set as City Lights. We've got it on Spotify, not City Lights.
Which one was it?
Mirrors.
Thank you.
Mirrors, which is on Spotify. That's still got Jack's vocals on it because
it's a lovely song. And you know, he's still credited on it. So I was like, if he wants to ever hear it, you know what I mean?
It's a picture of what Doc City was at the start. It's like listening to like the early albums by Fleetwood Mac. It's nothing what Fleetwood Mac ended up like 10 years later.
I mean, you're going to have an affair with the drummer.
I don't know how to tell you this, mate.
If we're going from early Fleetwood Mac, who does that make me? Am I Lindsay Buckingham? Does that make you Christine McVie? Or
I think that you're both Lindsay, and then later at some point you're probably also going to become, how am I blanking on a name? Oh my god, Connor, save me. Save me. What is the name? What is, Connor, what is it? Tell me.
Don't,
Tell me the name. Brother, please.
Don't ask me.
Oh my god,
Just say
Stevie
name.
Nicks! Stevie Nicks!
Explosion. Yeah, man.
Yeah, Stevie
It
Nicks.
should be told, I also forgot, that's why I wouldn't tell you.
Any thoughts on Stevie Nicks?
Amazing. So you're here now. You've done what you've done. Where would you like to be in like 5 or 10 years with this band?
I think you can answer this one instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
You're very quiet in the corner
I
there.
probably had 6 kids at that point, so
Yeah. Probably you started
his
on
old
that.
days.
I am creating my own band of children, really. That's what the plan is.
Mini city.
You've already got a recording studio.
Well, that's it, and then the kids are going to get famous, and then I'll leech off their money forever.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's
What
the
they do,
plan
what
in
they
the
do.
future.
Yeah.
Sweet.
That's it, yeah.
Questions where this
I
is
guess
only 5 years. That's all we've got.
I was prepared to, answer a very
Honestly,
regular question. And we did this and did that. I'm just gonna have kids.
Honestly, at the minute, mate, we're writing a few albums, and we've got nearly a full album's worth of songs together. We've got album art, we've got stuff like that, and then we're working through a second one as we speak, and it's getting to gigging. and that's
Worst
it.
case scenario, we're all still hanging out as mates making music.
And I've got no problem with that, to be honest.
That's
Yeah.
It's not.
yeah.
It's not about the size of the audience. I think this first album definitely has been more for us because we've been just trying to figure out, you know, what we are writing, what type of sound we're aiming for. So that all comes down to us just sitting in a room and jamming over it. And wherever I personally hear one of them tunes, you think of them moments rather.
Yeah.
So it's more important to us than it should be to other people. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's for us. The music
Yeah.
is for us.
The music-
Whether
yeah.
people like it or not, you know what I mean? It's
Which
for
is,
us.
again, somehow not the answer to the question.
You're doing somewhat okay. It's fine.
Yeah.
But like, speaking of like the music and everything, and making it, what is like, how do you go about writing this music? 'Cause I'm sure you said you've got, you've got like a main.
You know what? It started with myself just writing like melodies on guitars, coming in with like a lead and a rhythm and a bass and a vocal line, and then as times went on, and obviously over this last year and a half to 2 years, it's no longer that. It's more now James writes his vocals and his vocal parts. We work out the guitar parts together collectively from something he's came up with or I've come up with, and then you've got Jay and Will who do
You
their
come
own
in,
thing.
we say this is a load of rubbish, change that with that. And
Yeah.
that,
They
and then
tell
here's the
us
drum
what they don't like, where they prefer stops to be and stops not to be, and then they do their thing on it. So we tend to go in backwards order in recording because we throw like the rhythms, the leads, the vocals on, and kind of have a scratch take for on some of the tracks. They've literally came in that afternoon and we've had like 3 hours, and he's like, I've got to get back, you know what I mean? So let's hear the track, and then we've heard it, and they've sat down and they sat on the bass or the drums and absolutely nailed out the part, you know.
They're essentially session musicians.
Our session musicians, you can't have them.
No, it's great. Like I listen to your music. To be honest, not to like be a glazer, but like it is amazing. I love
Stop it.
Like it's
Stop it. I can't take compliments. Literally 3 hours ago, me and him were stood outside having a ciggy, and I was going, Connor, I just feel like all the music we've ever made is terrible. We should just delete it.
I think we both have moments like that. Some days I'll listen to it on our Spotify, I'll listen to our songs from my headphones, and I'll be like, yeah, we've made good music. And other days I'll be like, we can make better. It's
more about how your day's been than anything.
Yeah. But
Sorry, what was the question again?
so
there's going to be a lot of this.
I do really like it, and I'm sure a lot of other people will. And what I noticed is all these instruments I wasn't expecting. With like I had violins and synths, just stuff I couldn't even like recognise.
I started just having them like
instruments.
sitting in the
So,
background.
I'm wondering, how did you like get that? How do you even think that, and what would you like if you could give any advice to like a starting out artist or band to do that? They want to do something similar. How would you kind of help them? If I said that,
No, absolutely. I understand.
A James question and
So,
question.
well, I
How
think
to start out in.
it's kind of what me and you were talking about earlier today, where like you'll start writing a song with like your guitar and your vocals, and then you'll keep going, this needs something, and at some point you're probably going to think, oh,
This is too much.
This is too much, and it still doesn't sound good, and I hate it. But if you like something in it and you just keep working on it,
as well as that, we leave a lot of gaps when we first start. There's a lot of stabs and a lot of gaps, and that empty space can be good, but also it starts out with our synth sounds and stuff where we'll just be trying to fill them out with drone notes and things like that, and then you'll start humming melodies and go, oh, that'll be nice on the high end of it, and so on and so forth, until eventually everything else starts to shift with it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think just we get in there and we just continually work on a song.
Add stuff, take stuff away. Add stuff, take stuff away till you go, okay, yeah, that's something we can probably.
Happy accidents.
We can
play
probably
such a huge
even,
part.
and that's only just that's before we even get in and throw the drums and bass on, and then obviously we'll sit there and record.
Well, you say happy accidents. I feel like a lot of time you hear the story of how a big song is made, and it's like, oh, we kind of just did this. And
yeah, what was that? That one that was doing the rounds the other day about like a G6, where it was he was playing it on like a lead line, and then he accidentally dropped it onto his bass track, and suddenly it was the bass melody from like a G6. But happy accidents, absolutely. Like
there's a lot of them.
We did that earlier. We put one of your guitar takes in the wrong place, and it took it from being off rhythm to onto rhythm. It was interesting.
We were working on something that had like a funk rhythm, because it had a funk rhythm. My guitar part, which was Chucker's for that part of it, could have been on the on or off. And as it was being dragged to place, he placed it on the off, and we went, ooh. Collectively, like,
so
that's better than what we did.
You went ahead and you're like, I want to hear this, let's do this. It's more of just like,
I'd say on the ones that I've personally like sat and kind of figured out some little bits and bobs beforehand. Like earlier songs, the newer songs have been collective, like I said, but that'd be that.
The extra flavour that you hear, I don't think none of it is intentional from the get-go.
Not really. Some hummed melodies from either of us, or from yourself, or from.
Yeah. We never write songs and go, this is gonna have synth in it.
I think that's a lot of bands though. They expect they're just gonna go in and know what they're doing, and they do it and they go.
Even take what was that song that we had the drum fill in, Getting to You, what we've just brought out.
That's to be honest.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
It's the newest one as well. I saw, and I do like. I was listening to your top one, and it was like totally like the violin and everything, and then I listened to that one, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, I like this.
This is what we were saying earlier. We're still looking for
the sound.
I like the variation. I like the variation because a lot of bands do that. Like normally it's very like time. I think a band with like maybe one album, where a lot of the songs are very different to each other.
People can pick and choose what they prefer, and then you can look at a target audience then from let's say Spotify views and be like, well, what sound should we lean into the most? What's preferred? Even doing that, we could have done that a few times and we'll headed in different directions. I don't think that's really matters.
I think more than anything, we try and do something fun. We try and do something new. We try and
have a good time.
Each time, try and do. Maybe take something from something you've heard before, but like make it us.
Yeah.
And we're rambling. Feel free to cut as much of this as we're rambling.
That's what we do. It's a ramble session.
A ramble session. There's a lot of ADHD in this room, and it will come to the.
Yeah, just talk. It's great.
By the end of this, it'd be like, do you like balloons? What's your favourite balloon?
What is
Balloons tower defence.
Do you like long walks on the beach?
Well, I'm just distracted, just looking at something over there.
So you talked about like Fleetwood Mac before.
Yeah.
Is that not like a band that you take inspiration from, or are there any other bands that you listen to and you go, yeah, I want to do something like that?
There's so many bands.
There's so many.
It depends who you're asking the band as well, because there's four members, and all of us are into different. A lot of the same stuff, but a lot of very different stuff.
I think that's good as well, because you can get a lot of inspiration from stuff you may have never heard.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We've all got like different areas that we like. Me and Will both love like psych rock, but then I think we all like a bit of funk.
And then I lean into like a bit of, say, alternate like Muse or stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's everyone has but it depends.
And you like your 90s rock as well.
I think
we have our metal sessions.
We'll sit there and I'll get absolutely chugger for a little bit, but then we know that's never going to be because it's fun for that, but the sound of it is specific to a genre that we aren't. So obviously it only works for that, doesn't it?
Yeah. musical inspirations, bands directly. Have we named even a single band in that whole thing?
Yeah, we did. We went through a few, and then I said
Oh yeah,
we had
Muse. I
Beatles,
remember
but
saying
Muse.
Muse.
I'm a huge Led Zeppelin fan, to be
Nice.
honest. But that comes in with me scale formation stuff like that. It's all basic blues, pentatonic, like for the most part.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
still trying to understand all of that. It's
Yeah,
so
no,
much.
same. Fully same. That's why I'm the rhythm guitarist.
That's why I'm a drummer.
Yeah.
He's like, what a chords, man.
But don't get too.
Well, I know that. Yeah. Speaking my language.
So like you mentioned some like bands and artists, so I'll give you like you can name like 2 of them maybe who are like your favourite bands or artists.
Is this
Doesn't even need to influence any of your
we
music.
do two
individually or is it
Individually if you really
Okay.
want to, yeah, instead of just well, this
have you got 2 bands that you like? Well,
Like so many bands.
it's a hard thing. Choose literally might not even be your favourite. Just pick any because it's a hard question.
I'm gonna just stick with the 2 that I said to give these 2 a second to think.
Mhm.
So I'm
I'll
just
start
gonna
with
say,
Catfish in the Bottom Man.
okay,
Love that.
all right. I'll start with Led Zeppelin.
I listen to a lot of King Gizzard and the Lizard.
You do listen
Okay,
to a lot of
nice,
King Gizzard,
nice.
actually,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, and then we'll go back to you.
I'm going to have to say Chris Stapleton as well. That's up there with me.
I want to say Soundgarden. Oh no, Alice in Chains. I want to say Alice in Chains. I've changed my mind. Lane Staley era.
I'm gonna say Cheek Face. Think kind of. Oh, what's that band? What's that? Yeah, exactly like that. Like just
Sorry, she got a face.
Yeah, you've lost that.
satirical lyrics, like kind of a little bit tongue in cheek, a little bit.
A little bit cheek on face.
Yeah. If I had one piece of advice to anyone watching, it would be go and listen to a song by Cheek Face. You might love them, probably hate them.
Okay.
So it's my
You're a really good like
Marmite, okay.
marketing guy.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you will hate this.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, like, I'll say I'm probably the first to when we're showing songs to each other and they really show me something that's really out there, go, it's a bit much. But like some of the lyrics from some of the people that he shows me, you can see where he's drawn that inspiration from in these songs, you know. Like in I think my favourite lyrics that you did were in, was it When You Need It, with the bugs in your garden or something?
Yeah.
That whole section is like really well written.
If you listen to Cheek Face, you can absolutely
see
hear
it
that
from,
inspiration
okay.
in there. Yeah.
That there, so
Very nice. I like that. Have you got any like? I know you said you're not like too busy with like gigs or anything, but you did mention you've got stuff in the works.
Yeah.
Like, w-
yeah, it's
like,
right. Isn't it? We've currently got a few songs.
We've got an album coming out in a few months. I guess this is the first announcement of that, but like
This is the first announcement. We haven't
you're not gonna. Put
we
a
haven't
date
we
on
haven't
it as
said
well.
we haven't said anything about it. We're not going to put a date on it because there's a few songs that could potentially go on this one that we don't know if they're going to go on this one or the next one, and I think like there's a few older songs that we had on it that we were originally going to put on this that might end up getting replaced. We don't. There's like 2 or 3 songs. I think.
It's an
Playing the same
early
songs for
process.
that many
Yes.
years.
Yeah.
We had a set list of like 10 songs for a long time. All of these that you're hearing on the Spotify now are like brand new, written like
Yeah.
over the last 6 months, 7 months, and they're all much more. I think I'm not going to say much better. I think the previous songs were different. They were a bit more indie and stuff, but they were good songs.
Yeah.
I think these ones.
Yeah, I think the ones, our old ones, they've been done before.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
a bit vanilla compared to what we're doing now. So I think we don't know what to do next with this album, but this is what we are working on currently, and then gigging.
Anyway, there's an album coming out, and then shortly after that, gigging. Yes.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Exciting. Now this one I've stole from one of the other interviews I was watching. I was like, yeah, I'm going to use this question.
You're
sacked. I liked it. I'm not even going to say I came up with it, because you'll know. It's too creative. It is. If you could have written any like song that already exists, you know what it is. You know the
You
question.
can't say Bohemian Rhapsody, it's too cliche.
Too cliche.
It's
You've got to be more
like
niche
that's
with
a
it, guys.
sensational song, but like there's a lot of cliche ones like Stairway. There's a few that are like
You would just want, like, of course, you would want that song.
okay.
Any person.
All I want for Christmas is you.
Money,
every single
every
year.
year.
He's on to something. I think
That's the right
If you
answer.
give anything other than a Christmas song now, you're a fool.
Happy birthday.
Oh my
Worldwide.
god!
Worldwide.
You could have wrote it and then actually
Wrote it and
write on it.
wrote it, write it, patent it, whatever you want to do to us, whatever you do to a song, and then that's yours. In every country that it's sang, even in like Spanish, it's well.
Spanish.
It's Spanish. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
I assume.
Stop at least having that.
I'm gonna say "Here Comes the Sun."
Here comes.
Not because I'm a particularly big fan of the song,
Mm-hmm.
but because it's the #1 listened to song by the Beatles on Spotify, and they are a band that will be listened to for the rest of time.
Yeah.
Okay, I think they're all pretty fair answers.
I think
that
And
quite
none
like-
of us gave an answer that was based in joy or fun or any kind of.
I
I like this song.
on game, on profit.
What can we get from this?
Christmas money.
Like every time someone sings Happy Birthday, I want to earn
like-
25p.
You're like Scrooge. You're like slink round the doorway.
Every time a child is born, I should be immediately in pocket. You know what I mean? That's
I like that. Now, this is a serious question. Who's the coolest one?
Jay.
Jay.
Wow.
He's so cool. He's not here.
He just like better things.
It's Jay.
It's Jay.
100%.
Jay's a
Mystery
cool
man. I
man,
don't know
he's
even.
He's,
Mystery man Jay.
you know what? It's just like random spontaneous stuff, isn't it? Like when we had our empty room in the last place, he brought his skateboard into the room, and we had like one big bass amp set up, and he was like kick flipping off it and stuff. And like, cool man. It's just random stuff. Or like the basketball hoop, and the amount of times he's landed off the wall trying to dunk it, and you're like, that's a tiny hoop on 2 little screws, and you're like, why? Just spontaneous fun things, isn't it? Really.
Every gig we ever play, 15 minutes before we go on stage, Jay, where are you? Oh, I'm at the Red Lion having a pint. I'll be there in a minute, man.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it, man.
Like that's it. We
Chill out, man.
get 2 antsy, and he's like, it's all gravy, man. Honestly, I'll be there soon.
They don't care if we're 2 minutes late, man. Like, just...
With the headliner, just.
So, do you record all your music here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Is that the question?
Yeah.
Yep.
No, it's like, yeah, let's go.
First one we answered.
Yeah, I was
the
going to
single
say, like,
answer.
you're recording music here. What advice would you give to, like, an artist? One starts out, they've got a bunch of songs written, but they want to actually get it recorded. What would you advise them to do? Knowing you've got this place, but maybe not everyone does have a place like this that they can go. What would you suggest?
A laptop, an
box.
audio interface, and something like an SM58. Just like a really standard.
Yeah, to do demos. So, like, you get your own layers, and then as time goes on, if you find it's for you, you know what I mean, and you're enjoying it.
Even then, the real difference between demos and final tracks is a good pair of headphones and
Soundproofing and all that, I suppose.
well, not if you record it right, not necessarily. You know, a lot of googling, a lot of research on forums. You've got to love it. It's got to be something that you really want.
Yeah,
to do.
you've got to
you don't mind if
want
it
to do.
doesn't sound amazing.
Yeah.
You just
the-
love it.
Yeah,
the
and
amount
you're
of-
always looking for the next way to make it better.
The amount of demos what was that little phone app? I had like a little garage band type app on
Oh
my
yeah.
phone. But like that type of app on my phone, and that was like what I was coming to him with ideas for, and he was like, you really need to, we need to get you a MacBook sorted, and we're going to get like Reaper, the software we use, installed.
But you don't even. He's got a MacBook because it's what we use, but you don't even need a MacBook. You could get like a HP Pavilion as long as it's got 16 gigs of RAM. That's all you need.
Play pinball in your spare time on it.
Yeah.
What's it, Minesweeper?
Minesweeper.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Laptop, audio interface, microphone. Start making stuff, and the more you make, the better you'll get. That's it.
Consistency.
Google will tell you everything you need to know about setting all that up as well. You just buy the parts, and you know what I mean. Even
Figure
ask
it out.
if you go to a music shop to buy it, then just ask what do I need to start this, and they'll tell you. You know what I mean. It's
And
not,
you know, there's someone on a Reddit thread somewhere who knows.
Reddit. When in doubt, Reddit knows.
Yeah.
Someone's had the problem 5
Oh
years
yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
And they've
Yeah.
got the
Ask
solution.
Reddit.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So you've said recording, you've got to love it.
Yeah.
What is like one of your favourite things about music in general?
The boys.
The
Just me
Yeah.
with the boys
Gay.
having a jam.
you just love men.
I just, you know, when you,
It's the biceps.
you know, when you look out into the audience and you think, God, there's a lot of handsome men out there tonight.
And then you realise you're supposed to be playing drums.
Just say,
But seriously, hanging out with your mates. Like,
yeah, we do have fun.
Especially the arguments.
Yeah.
That's what makes it better.
It's even better when
The
you
best part about a relationship.
If I'm having a rough time, I think it's safe to say Will is the worst person to be.
Yeah, I'll make
I
it
love
worse.
He'll just everything that he knows will wind me up. He'll purposely do it to like how.
And that's the best bit.
And he's like,
100%.
sweet ecstasy. Spray me with your
So
hate.
that's your favourite thing.
That's his favourite thing.
know, coming down's pretty nice, but when you can't make it in, you get the advantage of like, you know, they're at practice, you're busy working or whatever you're doing, raising a baby in Jay's case,
In my case.
And
your case, yeah.
Just his child's a bit older. Jay's is a newborn.
But the advantage of not being here is that later you get to get messages from everyone about all the drama that kicked off. And you just get to sit there and laugh. And not even open the messages, not even reply, open the messages, just look at it and be like...
And making music when it comes to like having this space is like having I've got a good other artist coming. You know, like other than us when we're recording other people, when you have someone who's just like phenomenal, and you go, wow.
I feel like this space is wasted on us, genuinely. Like, I mean, we have artists coming here in the capacity of it being a recording studio, who I'm like, this guy should have his own recording.
And vice
Like,
versa.
why do I have
and vice versa, you do have some people in where you're like, I'm gonna have to put a lot of auto-tune on this.
Oh yeah, but that's the music industry, isn't it? Like,
No one that comes in here though. No, everyone that comes.
Everyone
is amazing.
Everyone that
in
comes
here.
in here is fantastic. Yeah, absolutely. Good save, Will. Thank you for that.
So somehow I'm surprised how fast we did it. I put the phone down because I've got no more questions.
that's phenomenal that we even.
I'm surprised. I thought the three of
Sit
us
there,
was
lad.
going to be
What's your
like,
favourite crisp?
we just sit down and just discuss them.
So any
You got pot
questions?
noodles, don't you?
Any questions that you feel like our answer was such incoherent gibberish that it might be worth
To be
revisiting?
honest, probably most of them. But I don't
Okay,
know.
perfect. Well, who's editing this again? Because they're going to have a great time.
Can you?
Oh, yes!
I didn't even know there was like an actual like decent recording studio
Yeah.
in Birkenhead.
Yeah.
Like I live around it.
Lots of
Why
people
have I not gone
Called
in?
decent.
I'll probably be like back.
Lots of people don't know that we're here, and you
So
know,
we're in the beginning still of this, and obviously of advertising this place. So as time goes on, I think obviously word of mouth will spread, because I think
yeah, most recording
everyone that
studios,
leaves here seems to be pretty happy, like, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So
most recording studios, if word gets out about them, it's based on the back of like who's recorded. They always say like Vulcan Studios talking about the fact that like what the Wombats practice there and stuff like that.
played in the Wombat room.
Yeah, in the Wombat room. Yeah,
Wombat room. It is the Wombat room at the Sana Walk.
Yeah,
So it's pretty much there, you know what I mean. It's just to let you know that you were there.
yeah. So I guess we're just waiting for get more bands through, get more people through, and eventually, yeah, someone will come through and be like a name that's passed through.
What is your favourite balloon?
I like the ones that are really long. I like the long balloons, even though they're really hard to blow.
And,
Because you can make clowns.
Yeah, you can make something like that.
and a metallic gloss or matte finish.
on your balloon.
On your balloon.
I thought you just meant, what's your favourite paint?
What's your favourite paint job? Yeah.
Yeah, nice meeting you. So we could finish it there. I've you attended last 20 minutes ago. So who do you guys think is the coolest?
Jay. Gotta be Jay. Sickest guy. I mean, he monkeys around a lot, but I mean, he is the sickest guy in the band. Like,
Jay, you can't say that, lad. When you're on a podcast.
Talks too much, Em.